Hi there, Colour Blast fans. It's Melinda here with you today, and I'm sharing some Christmas tags that I made. Speaking of Christmas, I hope that you had a fabulous day with your family or your friends or however you spent the day. As I mentioned, I have made up some tags here. I participate in a Secret Santa with my family every year. It takes the pressure off buying lots of little things that people may not love and just makes it really easy. It's always my job to organise it. I'm running a bit late this year. It is the 23rd of December as I record this, so I've got a day and a half or something to get these done, so I'm really pleased that they're done. What I've done is use my Cameo and cut tag shapes, and then swapped out the blade for one of my sketch pens, and I've used the font and sketched the name out. First up, what I've done here is I have grabbed a stamp from Darkroom Door and just randomly stamped that with grey chalk ink. And now I've just grabbed some of the beautiful Peacock Shimmer Dust. This stuff is just beautiful. It's got such a shine to it. It's really hard to see in the video, but it's so pretty. I'm so glad I got some. So I'm going to use the Peacock to paint in the letters on all the names. I thought I'd go for a bluish, tealish, it's more blue than anything, red, grey, silver colour way today. My wrapping paper is craft red and white and silver, so this should go really nicely. So yeah, I've just grabbed a fine paintbrush, added some of the shimmer powder to a little packaging, an empty packaging thing, added some water, and there you go, I've coloured it all up. I'm using some of the leftover mix there to add some splatters. Now, you only need a tiny bit of this powder. It goes so far, and depending on what depth of colour you want, it depends how much water you add. But I love this. This product is absolutely beautiful. I didn't have patience to let it dry, and I didn't want to pull out my heat tool, so I have just used a paper towel to make sure that all the splatters are dry. Next, I'm coming in with a little stencil from my stash. It's just a polka dot stencil and some steel colour paste, which I'm showing you there. And I'm just going to mush some of that through the stencil, making sure that some goes off the edges, making sure I don't go over all the people's names. And just adding a bit of texture and some pretty silvery, grey beautifulness to each of the tags. I think I save you the boringness of watching me apply it to all of them. Yep, so there, it's all done. I did end up taking my heat gun to it for a little bit and then sort of went, oh, I'm not happy doing that on my Cameo mat, so I put it aside. I decided I was going to add some Christmas flair from my stash, so I've just gone through my stash and pulled out all the flair that I have that I wanted to use and just placing them on there. Now, I know that my husband and myself will keep ours because I'm a scrapbooker and that's what we do. So I've made sure I've put my favourite flares on our tags. Yes, it's cheating, but that's okay. I'm going to do little nests with some thread, but before I do that, I'm going to come in with some of the Love Colour Spray and some packaging. And I'm just going to smush it down behind where the flares are going to go. And yeah, it kind of looks a bit like blood when I get started, but by the end of it, it doesn't. This is a beautiful, beautiful red colour. I love it. So if you haven't worked on your Cameo mat like this before, it's actually a really awesome way of doing it because you don't have 15 million different little pieces to play with, and it doesn't damage your mat at all. I've done this a few times and it just works really well. So I've done the packaging technique on all the tags, and then I'm just going back in with the nozzle and adding some splatters of red. From here it looks like someone's blotched blood all over my page, but once the tags come off that sheet, it doesn't look like that anymore. So I'm just winding some thread up and adding that to each tag and then adding my flare on top of that. And I save you the task of having to watch me apply all of them because it's exactly the same technique over and over and over again. With the miraculousness of modern technology, I'll go from 2 done to all of them done. There we go. So I've added thread behind all of them. And then what am I doing next? So I decided they're the little reinforcers. I cut some and then just sort of added colour and stuff over the top. I decided that I was going to pull the holes out of where the reinforcers are on the tags, and then I give that up because that's just way too fiddly. I actually end up peeling all the tags off and then sticking the reinforcers down just with some quick dry adhesive. So you can see me pulling them off there. Because some of the paste had gone over some of the cut lines, I did need to take my scissors to it and just chop it. It's easy enough to pull apart. I will zoom in so you can see what I'm doing in just a second. And again, because there's 8 of them, I don't make you watch all of them. I think I do 2. Yeah, 2. And then miraculously they're all done. So one last step, I decided I'm going to add some steel colour shimmer spray, just for a little bit more bling. And what you don't see is off camera I add some red and white twine and some sequins to all of the tags. Super happy with how they turn out. I'm just going to add some double-sided tape. I will put them in a basket by my mum's front door for Christmas morning, so as my family come in they can attach them to their gift.